wrote called Lion Leadership. Now, I'm not promoting my book because that would be pathetic, but I highly recommend it. But the reason the book is called Lion Leadership, because if you look at a lion, right? A lion doesn't need to run around growling that it's a lion. A lion knows it's a lion.
Yeah.
Right? And if a lion were to go, I'm a lion, you'd go, okay already. But if you've ever watched a pride of lions, when the pride leader sits up, what does the rest of the pride do?
Yeah.
They all get up. Nobody's cowering. Because they know when they get up, when it's time to get up, that there's a purpose, there's a focus and a vision for them. And they do that because they're a part of something bigger. Well, when you're telling people to do it, they're following your dream, not theirs. And a true organization allows people to flourish with their dream with your direction and leadership. They don't need to be reminded of your authority. They already know you're the boss. Does that make sense? How many of you have kids? Can you motivate your kids? I learned that a long time ago as a parent. I can't motivate my kids, right? I can discipline them, I can use authority, and I can get them to do stuff, but what does that do? We all know that as a parents. When we get too heavy-handed, what happens? Somebody tell me, come on. They rebel. Why? Because it's all about you. They're doing what you want instead of what they need. That doesn't mean you compromise your authority, but when you bring that into the workplace, I'm not saying to parent, but what I'm saying is you should have people that you're hiring in that are capable. They know you're the boss. Just like a lion pride. They know that they have to be worked together as a team, otherwise they're going to die. They know if they don't participate, then the lion will call them out. And as you should, when you have an employee, you should be able to say, hey, I noticed something's going on. Were you aware? And they're either going to say two answers. What are they going to say?
Yes or no.
Yes or no. And if they say yes, then you can say, why don't you tell me what's going on? Is that a pretty good engagement with somebody?
Yes.
And then they're going to tell you. And if they say no, then I'm going to say, okay, well, would it be okay if I shared with you what I see? And then if they have a good character, they're going to say, well, yeah. This is the leadership that I use, that I teach in organizations, and results go, and they're tremendous. We don't do that today. What we do is we say, your performance is down. I need you to get it up, okay? I need you to make sure that you're staying on top of things. And how are you feeling? Who's this about, by the way? Me. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what an authoritative person does, is we lead with authority, which sometimes are masked as threats. How many of you are respondable to threats? Come on, some of you do, right? Do you?
I come from.
Nobody likes to be led with threats. And so what I'm saying is, it's okay to be an authority. People know your authority. Even as a parent, your kids know your authority level. They're going to rebel against it, but they know it. But when it comes to the work, they know your title. They respect the title. But they may not respect you if you're not acting like a leader. Make sense? Say yes?
Yes.
So what I challenge people to do is become a lion leader. Here's what we call a lion leader. They're responsible. In other words, we do what the company is paying us to do. Number two, we're fair. We don't give in to emotions. We give in to what's right for the organization and what's right for the employee. We stay in balance. It's not about you. It's about the cause, the bigger cause. They use authority wisely. So when people encounter a situation and they don't feel confident enough to get through it, they feel comfortable coming to you as a leader to say, I'm facing a challenge and I need your help. If you ever have an employee that does that with you and you're not a buddy leader, you're doing the right thing. They get results. So somebody tell me the benefits of being a lion leader, following these traits.
Consistent, get results.
Consistent, get results. Somebody else.
Copy your team.
Happier team. Excellent. What else? Retention, respect. And the list goes on, right? Peak performance, keep growing, working for a bigger cause. When I changed from authoritative leader to a lion leader, my results did go up. And by the way, that's how I ended up getting promoted. And promoted because people go, we like the way you lead. People wanted to follow. And I started noticing, this is a true story, I noticed something very different. When I changed, and this may seem very insignificant, but the first Christmas that came, I was given a little Mont Blanc pen. And I had never, up to that point, received a gift before. That was the true testament. My team thought enough of me to come together and invest in something to say, thank you. We appreciate you challenging us and encouraging us and allowing us to go to new levels. You guys get this? Say yes? Yes. What are the risks?
They might get complacent.
They might get complacent, maybe. But if you're doing your job,
No risk.
outside of that, any risks?
No.
None, right? There's no risks. So why not?
Sales
See?
may drop down.
How's that?
It may take a little bit longer for the team to adapt to your change.
Excellent.
And you might have to say it's worth it and and it goes back to your changing your behavior.
Excellent. That's an excellent point. Anytime you make any kind of change in your life, there's going to be room for a margin of error. Okay? Because in order to grow, you have to slow to figure out what you need to fix. That's going to slow productivity, but when you resume again, that's when you go up. Excellent point. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, what type of leader am I becoming? Because you're not at a leader, you not are that type of leader, you are becoming that type of leader, either embedded in it or going away from it. So what type of leader are you becoming? So somebody tell me, in this picture right here, what's going on? Who's in charge, by the way? Who's in charge?
The dog that we get to.
The guy with the hat, okay?